Ghost Squadron.
Big bags for me, and I'll go and lay them out here. How you doing?
All right.
I want to meet somebody here for a second.
This Dick Windler and his family.
Hey, Dick.
Flew 35 missions, aircraft commander. He's
wow.
actually flew out of China on the early bases.
Oh, you did? You were there in early '44. I'm an old SOB.
Well, I love old SOBs, so that works for me.
Been all over the world. You were there in early mid '44 then. Yeah, as early as it can get. Yeah. You were in the first airplanes that went over? Yeah. How many airplanes did it take to support you? There was quite a few, wasn't it? They were using 29s to support you flying,
yeah, we were flying those. Weren't the stripped down ones and putting fuel and oil in them? Yeah.
Were you flying?
Flying C-87s over the hump.
Thank you for your service. Thank you. This looks great. Fantastic.
Later in the week, we'll have more time. They just, Steve Pace just wrote a book, B-29 Combat Missions. I was telling Chris Trowbridge about it.
Yeah.
So his story's in there.
Oh, that is great.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Did you get this job? I volunteered for it. Oh, really? Anybody can have it. My problem is I can't volunteer anymore. Oh, yeah? Yeah. What do you think of it? What do you think of it?
I'm just so honored.
I got to crawl around in the cockpit. My dad took my brother and I up when I was about 10 years old and got to crawl in the tunnel there. And
oh my God.
I've loved these things ever since.
Yeah, I was one of the first ones to be flying this thing.
Well, you flew out of India, right?
Yeah.
Right here.
Here was a bombardier from Station
I was
Saipan.
a bombardier on one like this, but an earlier model.
You couldn't be any earlier.
Oh yeah. This is a late model. Ours was like a C. The one we flew, I think this is probably up to an H or an I.
Sorry. Can he get a quick look inside before you guys close it up?
Maybe let's do it, Larry.
Look around the front.
Yeah, let's go around the front.
Shiny the thing is.
Yeah.
Never saw one this shiny.
Oh, the engines are running cool and happy. Two things go together.
Didn't touch the controls, didn't do anything. It was absolutely calm. It was really something. Yeah. One of those. That's how, and because I need to get my hours in so I get paid.
Just go out for a cruise at night.
Right. Oh, this is fabulous.
Somewhere.
That's for a passenger flight, so about 30 minutes in the air. We'll see what we can do. If you want.
I think that's kind of a silly comment there.
Thought I'd ask.
That's enough.
We're just going to look right into that camera.
So take the hat off.
No, leave the hat on.
Leave the hat on.
That's why it's so important for us to come out and do this to honor you guys.
Well, if you've been watching this morning, you've already heard what has flown into Chesterfield's Spirit Airport. Flew in just the other day, and it's beautiful.
The world's last flying B-29 Super Fortress Fifi has landed, as well as a restored P-51 Mustang fighter plane from World War II.
Chris Trowbridge joins us live from Spirit Airport with details on how you can take part and actually fly in this old bird. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you doing today?
Fantastic. I understand you just spent $3 million, finished about a year ago, to get this B-29 up and flying again.
Yeah, over about the last 4 years or so, we spent $3 million taking care of the engines, working on some of the wings, making sure she's safe so she can continue to fly for the next 66 years.
How exciting.
She had her 66th birthday on Friday.
And we want to mention the gentleman standing next to you, Missouri Aviation Historical Society member. This is Dick Windler. He was born and raised in St. Louis, 90 years old, flew 35 missions in this exact type of aircraft. And I know you're going to ask him this question for us. How does he feel about seeing this aircraft up and over the skies once again?
They want to know, what do you think about seeing her back in the air again?
I wish I was in it.
Is he going to get in it? Are you going to put him in there?
I must have 5,000.
We're going to do our best to go ahead and get him in the airplane with us on one of our flights later on today. Just like any member here in St. Louis can come on out, visit us here at the Spirit of St. Louis Airport, purchase a ride, or at least take a cockpit tour.
I think he was about to talk about his most memorable mission. What was that?
Can you ask him?
Can you go ahead and tell us a little bit about your most memorable mission?
My most memorable, there have been so damn many of them, can't remember them.
Pick out one.
Okay,
start with the first damn one.
Tinian to Tokyo.
Tinian to Tokyo, how long of a mission was that?
16 hours.
16 hours over the ocean.
Ocean to ocean. I mean, it was all ocean because you took off of an island, and you landed on an island.
Tell us about a little bit what it was like when you took off from Tinian.
Easy. Tinian, we were high on the island, and when you took off, you could actually nose and go down, pick up speed.
Wow.
So you took off over a cliff, and then went down over the ocean.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, we want to ask you really quickly.
All the way up.
Thank you for talking with Mr. Windler for us. We appreciate that. For people interested in actually riding on this plane, how can they do it, and how much is it going to cost?
It's real easy to come out and fly with us on board the world's only flying B-29. Come out here to Spirit of St. Louis Airport today and tomorrow. We'll be here roughly from 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the evening. You too can take a ride aboard this priceless piece of history, and it costs between $600 and $1,000 depending on where you sit. All you need to do is come out here to Spirit of St. Louis Airport, visit with a member of the Commemorative Air Force B-29, B-24 Squadron. We'll be more than happy to have you come out, take a ride with us. With a ride, it's about 30 minutes in the air, and you'll have a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Wow.
You might get hot, you will get bounced around, but it is a ride of a lifetime.
It really is. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us, both of you.
Thank you very much. What an exciting thrill to see the plane and talk with Mr. Windler as well. And of course, we'll have all the information if you want to try it. Why not? Or go see it. It's all on our website at fox2now.com.
I actually did it a few years ago.
Did you really?
It is fantastic. It's bumpy in the back.
Take your Dramamine, right?
Yeah.
That's great, guys. Big smile there. There you go. Now you're in.
Now where do I sit?
Now the next seats are right through the bulkhead.
What?
Happy to be here?
Just a little.
Just a little bit. Okay. Do your best to step through. Take your time on that. Yeah, just hold the bulkhead.
They still smoke, right?
What's the saying? If it's not leaking oil, don't fly it. Don't have it.
Well, I've got over 5,000 hours in this thing.
5,000?
Yeah, all over the world.
That's fantastic.
It's a real honor to fly with you today.
Thank you.
That's special.
And you were a commander on the plane, were you?
Oh yeah.
And I heard you once upon a time you were in Salina, Kansas. That's about 100 miles from my home.
No kidding. Yeah, we're there.
Are they running up each individual engine? Is that what they do? Each one of them by itself to check it out? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did. I don't care when you flew it, you had to do that.
Okay.
You'd rather ride backwards. I think this is the first time I've ever flown in a B-29 by takeoff.
Oh, is that right?
I was always up front.
So you think it's the first time you ever rode back anywhere else, huh? One time, okay. We were talking about it at Oshkosh, you know, the B-29 had such an important role in, you know, dropping the X-1, you know, to that first flight, you know, speed of sound. So that was another historic thing that the B-29 did.
Something you don't know, and the crew didn't even know until I told them. This plane was recovered from China Lake 40 years ago tomorrow.
Oh, really?
That's right. 40 years ago tomorrow.
August 3rd, 1971, they recovered this plane out of China Lake.
Oh my
God.
Wow, 40 years.
That's the day they flew it home to Texas.
Oh my God. How cool.
Huh, that's interesting. That's a chore.
There's a lot more control surface there than it looks like on the ground.
Doing it. Yeah, good deal. Get my pilot's license now.
The what?
Just need to get my pilot's license now.
They look like they're 10 or 12 foot easy.
Wow. Every once in a while I'd sit here. They let him through on a flight. I wonder how many years they'll have this airplane.
Say what?
I wonder how many years before it can't fly it anymore.
I don't know.
That's a neat place to be. Because you're looking at everything. The whole airplane. Small.
You're not getting out of it that easy.
Maybe you just didn't know that's the way it felt back here. It was smooth up at your end. That's true.
Do you bring back memories?
A couple. Good. Got a lot of time.
You probably.
Were you still at Tinian when they flew the Enola Gay and so forth to bomb Japan? Or
I left the day before.
Did you really? Day before.
I missed it that close.
My goodness.
I finished and I was anxious to go home. You know,
way to go.
Yeah, gentlemen. Is there an elevator here?
Hey, thank you for taking us. Wow, what a ride.
It was a good landing.
You're one of the nicest flight attendants we've ever had.